Here at Super Return Africa in Cape Town, I'm joined by Aziz Mebarek, co-founder of AfricInvest. Welcome, Aziz.
Thank you for inviting me, Dorothy.
You're welcome. What areas are you most concerned about in Africa right now?
You know, we started 25 years ago, and our main driver has always been the market needs and the expectations of our limited partners. It has not changed. So it's still the same, and we have evolved as the expectations of our LPs have evolved in the meantime. So now we are putting a lot of focus on governance, on transparency, on processes, on the way we can give confidence to our LPs about succession plans, about back office, and of course, this is without any taking out, our goal of achieving attractive returns. This is obvious. But the solidity of the platform is something which is key and very important, and meet the expectation of our LPs. So we are putting a lot of focus there.
You referred to LPs. What needs to be done in Africa to continue to develop the investor base?
Yeah, I think that first of all we need to preserve, the LP base which we have now. We don't take it for granted, so it's very important that we keep them with us and that we enlarge probably their commitment to what we are doing now in Africa. Second, we need to put a big focus on the African potential LPs, because we think that there is a lot of interest now, but this interest is not transformed into investment, so we need really to work on it. And as African potential LPs will engage into the scene, we think that it will be also a good signal to attract other private investors into our scene. So return, and return, while meeting SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And this is very important, to combine, the two objectives the way I mentioned them. And solidity, of course, I mentioned governance, etc.
Now, private equity firms are diversifying from everything from venture capital to private credit. Is this an encouraging sign, or are we losing the focus on private equity?
I think that this refers also to the market needs. And it's normal that today, we see a lot of initiatives, a lot of talents engaging into the VC space. So it's normal that private equity bridges the financial gap which is needed to make this VC initiative successful. The same with private debt, the same with cross-border. We were the first to engage into cross-border initiative, and after a couple of years of work into that space, I can say that this is a serious and consistent space in which I hope that our peers will engage. So again, it's the market needs which make, the next development of private equity players, and it's normal that it's done the way it's being done now.
So what comes next for African private equity?
What comes next for Africa private equity, if you see, the three main dimensions of our work. On the products, we just mentioned, what are the ones which we think, will happen. I would add to it also secondary. Secondary is a serious theme which will start happening in our continent. On the fundraising side, I think that African LPs will engage into that space. On exit, I think that we will see more and more regional transactions and the regional group becoming bigger and offering opportunities to private equity players for additional type of exits. We will see also the banks engaging into LBOs and MBOs also offering that space. I think that double quotation will happen between London and Africa, or between Paris and Africa. And last, I think that there will be some consolidation into the GP space.
It's been a real pleasure having you join us, Aziz. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy.